Thanks for listening to all my sad songs. Thanks for loving me when I sing the words wrong. My name's Joshua Ray Walker. I'm a country singer from Dallas, Texas, and I've recently been diagnosed with stage 3B colon cancer. My grandfather was a novice musician, and he had a lot of records in his workshop. Any free time I had, I'd spend out in the garage listening to his records, and he had banjos and guitars laying around, and I just started teaching myself. I've been a working musician. It's been the majority of my income since I was 18. I see my songs like a scene from a movie. It's visual first, and then I just try to paint the picture that I see in my head. By listening to the words in all my songs. We were gearing up for a new record cycle, and we got Jimmy Kimmel locked in on the calendar, and I had been feeling pretty bad for about half of last year. I had tests done to figure out what was going on. I found out that I had a mass in my colon, and on the way to Kimmel, I found out that the mass was cancerous and I would have to have surgery and likely chemotherapy. In our friends' cars. I had finished chemotherapy, and I met with a thoracic surgeon who was going to do a lung biopsy, and he wanted a mapping of my lungs before doing that surgery. And that's when we began searching for a scanner that could accommodate me. Not only was there nothing in network, there was just nothing in my city, and as we continued to search, there was nothing in my metroplex or my region of Texas or in the state of Texas. And I just started looking at manufacturers that made the largest accommodating scanners, and then called their sales teams and found the vendors who had purchased the scanners and had to work backwards, and that's how I found CMIT.
I'm Stephen Lokitz. I'm the executive director at CMIT. So this scanner's weight limit is 750 pounds, which is very, very large for a molecular imaging device. Our previous scanners had a limit of 350 pounds. This is a new frontier for us and for the molecular imaging community as a whole, because patients of that size simply couldn't be accommodated by the scanners that were available. So this is opening up molecular imaging, and specifically PET imaging, to a patient population that didn't have access to it before.
The facility is very new and clean and nice. The team at CMIT really, I think they spent hours on the phone making sure that the insurance company was aware of why I needed the scan, and they also contacted my care team directly and made sure that they had a meeting with the insurance company and got it pushed through in time for me to get the scan and have it paid for. Thanks for listening. Through that biopsy and the scans that I've had and some other tests that were done, it's been concluded that right now they don't think there's any cancer in my body. So yeah, no treatment, just observation, and in 5 years I can say I'm in remission. Yeah, I just had my big comeback. I did 3 dates with Dwight Yoakam in Texas with my band. I got the band back together for the first time in a year. And then I got to go to Nashville and play the Ryman Auditorium, and then the next night I played the Opry. I reached out to them pretty early on and said, hey, when I beat this thing, I want to come back. And they said absolutely. So I was able to do that. It's been an eye-opening journey just to see how unaccommodating the medical field is in general to people of my size. I want people who need this service to know where to find it, and people in this region will know, where they can find a scanner. Makes the bad times not seem so long. Thanks for listening.